What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Trinity Wolf, and today, well, I'm bringing you a fun variant of Heroes, Dino Hero. So, since we're about to reach our goal for the second time before the end of the year, I'm gonna pitch this for you guys. If we can hit 300 subscribers before the end of the year, before Christmas, I'm gonna allow one lucky subscriber to be able to win the latest box in Konami's well, we're gonna get Brothers of Legend, and I'm gonna offer one lucky subscriber one box of Brothers of Legend, but that's only if we can reach 300 by the end of Christmas. So hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, hit the like button for me, and hit the notification bell so you know when I upload. And without further ado, guys, let's get into this deck profile. So I just want to let you guys know that I actually played a version of this deck just messing with it a while ago, but now that we got Destroy Phoenix Enforcer, I kind of changed it up a little bit. But since everybody is running basically the hero engine, I was like, why don't I just make some deck profiles with heroes running other deck engines? And I was like, Dino was one I used to do, so let's try with dinos. First off, we're gonna start off with our monsters, of course. We're gonna do 3 copies of Ferris. This is pretty standard, of course, for a hero deck. But I want to explain this to some people that might forget. So, with Vision Hero Ferris, when you special summon it from your hand and you activate the effect to put a Vision Hero in your spell and trap zone, that is when you are locked under heroes from the extra deck, correct? Ultimate Conductor Tyranno isn't an extra deck monster, is it? So you can still pop off, do your hero combos, right? And then you can summon Conductor Tyranno. Like, isn't that crazy? The only way you can't is obviously if you activate Fusion Destiny, therefore locking you into your Dark Heroes, and you will not be able to obviously summon Conductor Tyranno. And then next up, to Vion. Stratos is the best summon. I mean, it searches for your Ferris. You do your Ferris combo. Ferris gives you Vion. I've kind of seen that now with a few deck profiles that Stratos is the best normal summon. So we're still doing that. 1 increase. I still just don't want to see, I still don't want to see 2. One's been working fine. I get the grind game if you want to have 2, but it's supposed to come back if you get hit anyway, so why run 2? But I kind of like running 6 cards for each type of hero, and that just running that at 1 makes it 6. And now off, we are going to play 3 copies of Stratos, our best normal summon. And if you guys didn't notice, I did manage to get 1 Starlight Rare. For me personally, I like Ultimate Rare better still, but I mean, this is the higher rarity, and I mean, I'll probably get 3 eventually, but 3 copies of Stratos. Stratos is still our best normal summon, hands down. So now we got 1 Liquid, 1 and 2 Shadow Mist. Obviously pretty standard. So this is mostly like a pretty standard hero deck. It's just, we're gonna just get to the Dino part in just a minute. And of course the 1 Elemental Hero, Honesty Neos for our boost. Now for our Destiny Hero package, because we are playing Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. 2 Malicious, just because everybody knows what Malicious does. Deniers, and Celestial, and Plasma. The reason I'm running Celestial in this one and not Decider, like how you guys have previously seen me always play Decider. I like it better. It does something for me when you summon it. But when you're wanting to do the Dino combos, right? You're not really wanting, you don't want to summon Cross Crusader, because the minute you summon Cross Crusader, now you can't activate, I mean, well, now you can't do any dinosaur plays. Like, you won't be able to summon any dinosaurs the minute you use Cross. So I'm not really trying to summon Decider back and then get that effect. So if my hand runs empty, then I have a Pot of Greed essentially, and then of course the Plasma, because I don't know why you're not playing Plasma. All right, so that was it for our Destiny Heroes. Now for our Dinosaur package, we're playing the 1 Quatless, Pankratops, and then our Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. So you're probably wondering, well, how do you get access to the Quatless? So basically, obviously, this has to be sent by a card effect. So say you draw it with Liquid and then discard it. It will not activate. So we have to get rid of it using a card effect. Therefore, that's where our Foolish Burial comes in, and as well as fusing it off to make to get its effect off that way too. And then Pankratops, just to get another dinosaur body in the graveyard, and then, you know, it's a good disruption in case you're going second, so you can pop a card. So, you know, just so you can have access to more dinosaurs, so you can, so like say you opened up Pill and then you had Pankratops, and then you could use the Pankratops and then go with Pill, and then you can make Tyranno. But I'll go into that a little further about the fusion monsters and how many times you can get access to Conductor. And then of course for hand traps, Triple Ash, pretty standard. That's pretty much all I'm running. This is just when I make decks like this, I just want to let y'all know, when I make decks like this, it's just to give you an idea of what you can possibly do. Maybe you can upgrade the deck yourself, or just try it out. So therefore, I only run like the basic hand traps that you are necessary to run. All right, now for our spells, 1 A Hero Lives, 1 Emergency Call, 1 Rhoda, and our Foolish Burial, which is pretty much gonna give us instant access to our Quatless. Now, I tried running it with like a little bigger dinosaur engine. I didn't like it as much. It seemed like too many dinosaurs when we're still a hero deck. So I didn't want to run the other ones like Soul Eating, and then the other ones like Baby. I didn't feel like that version is cool. Don't get me wrong, but I like just keeping it a lot smaller. So Foolish Burial is our other way to get Quatless's effect and get our Pill, fusions, 1 Miracle, 1 Polymerization. No reason to explain those. And then of course our triple copies of Fusion Destiny, which is also another way for us to get Quatless's effect. Now, you won't be able to use Conductor Tyranno that turn, but let's say you went first, right? And then you're just building a board. You Fusion Destiny, because you can pop off, right? You Fusion Destiny into your Dangerous. You send a Malicious and Quatless. And then you get your Pill, you use your Malicious, make Crusader, you get the whole point. Then you get to go off with just that, and then whatever other monsters might be in your hand at the moment. So Fusion Destiny is another way to get Quatless's effect off. Add Pill, you have it for next turn. You know, Triple Mass Change, obviously, because, I mean, Dark Law's a card. We have the Acid, Blowout, and then Blast for dodging hand traps with Stratos. I'm still playing the Fusion Recovery. We're fusing more times with Polymerization in this deck, right? Because I'm going to explain a little bit more. But yeah, I'll explain more about Fusion Recovery in a minute. And then of course, the 1 double evolution pill to make our Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, or you could even make Quatless with it if you really, really needed to, or get Pankratops. Double copies of Triple Tactics Talent. I think this card is absolutely necessary, since if you're not going to run Cross-Out Designator, then you better at least try to max out on this card if you really just do not want to run. And then our powerful one-ups, just Monster Reborn and Call by the Grave. I might start running Monster Reborn more often in other decks. Reason why, hopefully everybody will grab onto this idea too. If we're running, if you're a hero player, right, and you have Monster Reborn, and they get Phoenix Destroyer effect off of you, right? Just Monster Reborn their Phoenix Destroyer. And then, you know, the only thing you have to be aware of, okay, some people might miss this. If you Monster Reborn your opponent's Phoenix Destroyer, correct? And you activate its effect to pop a card, right? It's gonna go to their graveyard, and they are gonna be the ones who can decide to activate its effect to revive itself the following turn. So if you take their Phoenix Destroyer, make sure you are not popping the Phoenix Destroyer itself. Make sure you pop a different one of your cards along with one of theirs, so that way they don't get their Phoenix Destroyer back, and then it comes back to your side of the field. And of course, Call by the Grave, because we don't like hand traps. And last but not least, for traps, triple impermanence. The deck we're running it at 45. I was trying to make it 42, but I just wanted to run a few more hand traps because I was playing it at 2, and then I wanted the Monster Reborn, so I threw in another impermanence, and then I also put Plasma in the deck because I didn't have it for a minute, and I was like, you know, you have to run Plasma. All right, guys, so that is it for the main deck. Now on to our extra deck. still 2 copies of Cross. If you're wanting to go into your dinosaur plays, you're not gonna want to summon Cross, but it's there obviously in case you can't get there with the dinosaur plays, or you can just save the dinosaur plays for next turn. Then of course, 1 Wonder, 1 Dread, just to reshuffle our fusion recovery so we can use polymerization basically almost 3 times. And then Dread Decimator make our hero monsters bigger. And then of course the Verde Anaconda. This is really just, you know, in case we can't get there, and then we send the Fusion Destiny. This is basic for heroes. This is just a backup link. Like, we don't really need to make Verde Anaconda, but if we just cannot get there, then you have no choice. Then just make Verde. And on for our elemental hero fusions: Sunrise, Absolute, and Esquardo. So Esquardo is also another key to making to getting access to our pill. Because what I usually do, and I'll probably explain it in a combo later, is you'll have the Liquid Soldier, and then you'll have, let's say you have the Quatless in your hand, right? You fuse them off, you make this, you draw your 2, discard 1, and then you add your pill. And this is where the fusion recovery and the Wonder Driver kicks in, to where you reset the fusion, and then you can fuse off into your Sunrise, get the Miracle, and then Absolute, yada yada yada. You get it. But this is our other way of getting Quatless's effect off. Now for our Masked Heroes, 2 Dark Law. No reason to explain how powerful this card is. A lot of people need their cards to go to the graveyard, and that shuts them down. And then 1 Acid, 1 Blast. Dodging hand traps, and just the blowout with Absolute 0 with Acid, and just get a complete board wipe. And then for our Destiny Heroes, Dystopia, still running Dystopia because we're reshuffling our fusions multiple times. So we can fuse into more Destiny Heroes than we need be, or if we just need the burn or the pop. And then the Phoenix Destroyer, and then Dangerous. Dangerous is also here, like I said earlier, it's to get our pill. And it can still combo off. You send the Malicious and the Quatless, you still combo off, make your board with Dangerous, and then you save your pill for next turn. And then don't have to explain how powerful Phoenix Destroyer is. It's been in every deck, everybody's running it. Everybody knows how powerful this card is, and I have 3 copies of this now, because I got my 2 English ones and I have my Japanese one. So I got 3. I technically have a play set, but not really, but there's that. Alright guys, if you've made it this far into the video, please hit that thumbs up button for me. Hit the subscribe if you liked it, and we are gonna move on with the combos. So, alright guys, so on to the combos. So these are always combos that I've tested myself, and this was one of the hands that stuck out to me the most. So we'll get started. So you see a hand like this, we'll be going first per se. So first thing we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna polymerization. Fuse the Shadow Mist with the Quatless to make our Elemental Hero Esquardo, or however you say it. Chainlink 1 Quatless, Chainlink 2 Shadow Mist, doesn't really matter the order, whichever one you want to be protected, I guess, the most. So Quatless, it's gonna grab us our pill. All right, let me just make sure you guys can see the whole board here. Okay, so we'll get our pill, and with Shadow Mist, I'll decide to search for Stratos. Now what we can do here is, let's normal summon Stratos, activate the effect. We'll search for Liquid Soldier. Now what we'll do is we'll activate our Fusion Recovery. Target the polymerization and the Shadow Mist in our hand. Add those to our hand. So now our hand is back to being at 5, right? And now what we'll do is we will activate polymerization. Fuse the liquid with the Shadow Mist in our hand. And what's that gonna give us? Our Sunrise. So we'll Chainlink 1 liquid, Chainlink 2 Sunrise, add our Miracle Fusion, and then draw 2, and then let's just discard the Stratos. And we'll keep the hand trap because we're going first. So now our hand is like this. Now what you can do, since Esquardo isn't really the most useful hero, he's usually good for linking off. So we'll link him off for our Wonder Driver. Now we'll activate our Miracle Fusion. I want to be careful with your materials here, and I'll show you why. So we'll use the Liquid Soldier and let's just use one of the Stratoses, that's fine. We'll use those to make absolute 0 underneath our Wonder Driver. And then Wonder Driver will trigger, target the fusion recovery, reset it on the field. Now we'll activate fusion recovery, targeting the polymerization again and the shadow mist. Add those back to our hand. So now you see how I got to use polymerization like multiple times? Like I got to use it almost like 3 times, and we'll get to use polymerization on our next turn, and this is our hand. So now what we'll do, we'll activate our big double pill, or double pill evolution. We'll use our Quatless and our Escrito, and we will make our ultimate conductor, Tyranno. And here's the really cool thing about it, right? So we're going first. We have the Shadow Mist in our hand to pop on our opponent's turn. So not only will flip all their resources over, right? We'll get a search on top of that. And this is gonna be a polymerization, because we're gonna be using Fusion Destiny for our Phoenix Destroyer, right? So we can either search for another Destiny hero we can use for, because we have multiple Destiny hero targets, because we're kind of out of Element Hero Fusions already. So we'd want to search for Destiny hero, we can search for Plasma, we can search for Honest Neos to boost. We have the Ash, so then we'll get the add, and then on top of that we'll flip. And then we're not even done yet. Fusion Destiny, we're gonna send our Malicious and our Denier to the grave, which will give us our now Phoenix Destroyer. So now, if you can't already see the whole board, like this is nuts. So now not only, since we are playing heroes, we get to abuse all of its effects. The opponent is losing only, well, 2, 4, 600 attack, so that's not bad. But they're losing 600 attack. All of our monsters are getting boosted by Sunrise, because yes, it says all monsters on Sunrise. So even Conductor Tyranno is getting a 2, 4, 600 boost. So Conductor Tyranno is sitting at 4100 attack. While our opponents are losing 600 attack, they have to worry about a pop from Phoenix Destroyer, a flip with Ultimate Conductor, a board wipe with absolute 0, and then whatever else could possibly be in our hand, which is only an Ash at the moment. But guys, that's literally insane. And like on our follow-up, if we really wanted to, because we could have sent the Celestial to draw 2 after we used our hand, but let's say we conducted, we pop this, use the Shadow Mist effect, grab the Honest Neos, you know, now we can pop a card with that, and then our turn would start, we draw, the Phoenix would return, and it's just nuts. So I liked this combo the most. But if you guys liked it, be sure to check out all my links down below. Follow my Instagram if you want to support the channel. There's some links down below. Let's hit this 300 subscribers by the end of the year, guys. I want to be able to give away a box of Brothers of Legend for the end of the year, because this set is fire. Like, it is so good, it's crazy. If you guys want to see more combos with this deck, let me know. I do have a few other ones, but this was the one that stuck out to me the most. And if you guys want to try this deck out, just, you know, rewatch it, build it on, you know, something that you could test it on, or even just put the cards together yourself and just try the deck out. But anyway, guys, oh, and one final thing. The animation for my intro for this channel is almost done. It's looking pretty sick, guys. My intro is gonna be like fire, like hot smoking fire. I'll have probably the best Yu-Gi-Oh intro out of all the Yu-Gi tubers out there, and I don't mean to, like, you know, brag or nothing, but I'm serious. It's fire. I have no idea when the animation will be done, but it should be either by maybe January, I'm not sure. But if it happens before the end of the year, I'll be stoked. But anyway, guys, if you guys want to win that box of Brothers of Legend, be sure to hit that subscribe button, because it could be you that gets to open it. And it'll be your box, and you never know what you might pull. You might pull, you know, you might pull Dragoon, who knows? But anyway, guys, this is your boy Trinity Wolf signing out. Dino Heroes, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, guys.